time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Well, hello. Welcome to the Wednesday KVJ show. What is going on, everybody?
Hello.
Welcome to it. Good to see you guys all. Looking fantastic here today.
Great seeing you.
Yeah, it's nice to be seen.
Hair looking on point.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Yeah, my girl Rachel did a great job with it yesterday. Hair club. Fantastic.
Is that haircut number 3 if you're charting the haircut back at home right now?
Think so, yeah.
Okay, since the pandemic?
Yeah, look at that. 3 haircuts and I'm still corona-free, baby.
Look at that.
Yeah, they're doing it right. They don't mess around, though. You gotta call ahead. They clear out the entire office before you come up, so they won't let you in. You have to call ahead, wait in the parking lot. They tell you when it's okay to come up. They spray you down immediately when you get there. You have to grab one of their masks. They throw a sheet over you, a plastic new kind of like cape. And then you got to sign waivers, and they take your temperature, and man, it's crazy.
I usually go to Supercuts, and I usually just walk right in. I don't know if it's going to be like that in these days. I don't think they're doing walk-ins anymore.
If it is, you might want to walk right back out.
Yeah, because that just means that they've been doing it for everybody else, including the Joe Blow that's got the corones.
I hear you, but convenience, Virginia.
I don't know. I want to know that they got some kind of protocol
You know
in
what ain't
place.
convenient? The coronavirus.
Yeah.
That is not convenient.
I hear that can knock you on your butt, or you cannot even feel it. So what the hell?
Yeah.
This thing is some tricky stuff.
It is crazy. I'll give you some clarification on that. Always trying to do the deep dive, figure out exactly what it means with the coronavirus and the numbers that they're spitting at you.
I follow you on Twitter, and I get the positive Kevin.
I just give it
Corona
to you
stats.
I give it to you the way it is. I just try to see as much as I can and be like, okay, what makes the most sense? And there's a lot of stuff that doesn't make a lot of sense. So, even my numbers yesterday, somebody's like going, what? Where did you get that number from? And I shot them back to source. And they're like, well, that doesn't make any sense. I'm like, well.
People clap back to the Kevin Ralston on Twitter.
They clap back Virginia, but I'm like, going, this is where I got it from. You can see that number right there. They're like, yeah, I do see it, but I don't get it. I'm like, I'm not saying I get it. I'm just saying I see it. That's all I'm telling you. I'm not vouching for these. I'm not out there doing the numbers.
And I also don't like a big number. I think people think that, we want to, throw big numbers out to scare people. I don't want to see 8,000 more people in Florida got the corones.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about that, y'all.
Well, you have to be. You're in the media.
I'm not happy. Actually, I think it sucks.
Well, what I'm trying to do is find the numbers that matter, because I think there's a gazillion different numbers that can confuse you and can raise your emotional levels. And so I think there are some numbers that you should pay attention to. So what I'm trying to do is trying to find the numbers that matter and try to find the most accurate of those numbers. And that I can't even guarantee. I'm just trying to find what they're reporting.
You see this in sports a lot. There's stats that matter, and then there's stats that they talk about that really don't matter, that are annoying.
Yes, it's kind of like a real fatty steak. There's some meat in there, but there's a lot of fat around it. So I'm trying to carve all the fat off and give you just the meat. So that's what we'll do. I've kind of narrowed it down as far as deaths and hospitalizations and schools and all that kind of good stuff. So we'll boil it all down and simplify it for you. If you're confused by coronavirus, don't worry, we are too, but we'll try to make some sense of it. Coming up here, you can dial us up. We're on YouTube right now. It's called KVJ TV. Just go to the KVJ Show channel, subscribe, and hit that little bell to get all the notifications. Anytime we upload a video, you'll see it first.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because we need that Dirt of the Day.
Ugh, I'm sorry, I'm having headphone problems and head problems.
Head
problems. But also, I can't hear myself. My headphones.
We can hear you.
Another day. Coming up in just a second, Panda looked at me last night on the sofa. He goes, I bet you that Ghislaine Maxwell is going to turn up dead in jail. And I was like, I would not be surprised. Just like Epstein. Oh, yeah, he killed himself. Is Ghislaine Maxwell all of a sudden going to turn up? Oh, she just killed herself. What are they doing to try to prevent this from happening? I will tell you coming up in just a second. Before we get into that, Tiffany Haddish cut off most of her hair and took to social media to show everybody what that looks and sounds like. I've got a little audio of you for you of Tiffany Haddish.
Okay.
Good morning, universe. Today is the day. Cutting his hair off. Oh my God, Tiff. Wait. Bam. Oh my God. Precious is losing her mind. I've been talking about it for years. Everybody been trying to block it. I ain't letting it happen no more. No more blocks. Oh my God, it feels so good to comb it. I still look pretty. I don't care what you say. She look like somebody from the 80s. I do look like I'm from the 80s. I look like my auntie Melissa. My auntie Melissa used to be killing the game. Also used to be high a lot.
Okay. That was the 80s.
Auntie Melissa sounds fun. In other news, it looks like President Trump is weighing in on Kanye West's announcement that he wants to run for president. I mean, is this the most ridiculous headline ever?
Entertaining.
I didn't see it. What did he say?
He says that Kanye is probably launching his campaign a little too late, which is kind of what a lot of us thought. Trump said, and I quote, "It's very interesting. It'd have to be limited to certain states because in some states he's missed the deadline to register to be on the ballot. If he did, he would have to maybe view this as a trial run for what's going to happen in 4 years. But he didn't say it was stupid. He didn't say it was silly. You, of course, remember on July 4th, Kanye tweeted that he was going to be running for president.
I think we all remember that, Virginia.
Yes, we all remember where we were.
And apparently Kanye's going to be parking his red cap while he's running. So no more of Make America Great hats for Kanye for the near future.
Oh, no. I mean, if you're running against the guy, you definitely wouldn't wear his red cap.
Can't campaign for him now. That's kind of obvious, Kanye.
In other news, Ghislaine Maxwell's every move will, I guess, be monitored now behind bars.
Right.
The Attorney General is saying, look, we don't want anything to happen to her, like what happened to Jeffrey Epstein, where, the cameras didn't work.
People would lose their minds
the
if
security
she wound up
guards
dead.
took a nap.
I mean, it's going to happen again. Everyone's going to be, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And nothing's going to be done about it.
Yeah. Who's in trouble for Epstein dying? Nobody. Nobody.
You'll never get answers.
You'll never get answers. And now, if she dies, the same thing's probably going to happen. She is being guarded, they say, by the highest security available. They're holding her in the Metropolitan Detention Center, which is described as like one of the most troubled prisons in the whole United States. But they put her in this solitary hellhole confinement space where she's in isolation. Even the court appearance that she has to have is going to be on like a closed circuit TV situation. She's not leaving this cell. And apparently they're watching her every minute.
But they're getting new cameras in the week she's there, so there might be a thing.
Yeah. This was the week of the new install for our new security system. And wouldn't you know it, those 30 minutes that it was down, she died. Oh. And that's what's going on in your dirt of the day.
It's time for viral audio.
So hide your kids, hide your wife.
Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, this is a lovely little thing going on here, trying to make things a little bit better. Nice little hashtag Be Cool moment as a nurse is playing the violin for COVID-19 patients.
Aww.
Only the people that have been hospitalized for several days can understand it. It's the moment when I arrive, I go into their room and the patients immediately react. They receive it well, they get happy, they smile, they applaud from the inside.
It's beautiful, but the only thing I could think about when I was listening to that story was how much my Aunt Anne hated the violin.
Yes.
And I could just see her being in the hospital and someone playing the violin for her, and then her getting mad and insulting
Well,
them.
imagine you're intubated and you can't say anything about it or protest.
I mean, that story makes it seem like everyone was cool with the violin. Guaranteed, just by pure numbers, not everyone loved the violin.
It's kind of like the neighbor that was playing the bagpipes.
Yes. You think you're doing something all spiritual and bringing people together?
Stop.
Want to see what Virginia looks like on camera? And Kevin and Jason? YouTube.com/KVJ Show.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about today, Jay Bird?
I'm going to try to explain this without being overly confusing, but sometimes I get confusing with how I explain things. Do you know on Facebook, okay, so we have our Facebook, our regular private page where it goes up to 5,000 people.
Yeah, and it's so stupid. I hate it.
I don't like it either. I think they should not have a cap on that.
Right? Because years ago when we started it, nobody knew that we were going to have way more than 5,000 friends. Like, how are you going to know that?
And I know you can do other pages and stuff like that, but those do operate differently than a personal page. And I don't like them nearly as much as a personal page.
So we all have two different pages. It's so dumb.
So when you have 5,000 people, there's a cap there. And then sometimes people just fall off. They either get a new account, so you start to lower your numbers. And I always try to add new people listen to the program. But you got to be careful because there's a friend request list of people waiting to become your friend, and all you have to do is hit the button and they're on there. But then there's this other thing right below it, which is something that says people you may know.
They haven't requested you.
I know that. So I start hitting all of those buttons.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so it looks like I'm asking people that I've never met before to be my friend.
Yeah.
And then I get this random message from somebody that says, "Hey, Bird, my friend Stacy just told me you friend requested her. Are you interested in her?"
Oh. So
it looks like I'm just scamming on chicks over here.
It looks like you're fishing for tail.
Big time. So I gotta answer back, I guess. No, I wasn't trying to be creepy. I made a mistake. I've made another mistake before too on Facebook where someone posted something really funny and I put, "Oh, that's hilarious." I don't do that a lot. Sometimes I just try to, interact just to be a part of it. And I accidentally put it on the post below me, which was a post about this girl's grandma dying. And I put, "That's hilarious," on the wrong feed.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I drink too
Nothing
much."
hilarious about grandma dying. Oh.
I struggle. So just be careful and pay attention.
Yeah, I'd kind of done that for a while, shooting out those little things, thinking it was somebody requesting me, and it was actually me then requesting them, and it was kind of confusing.
It's just, I don't know, especially if it's a hot looking girl, and then all of a sudden she doesn't know who I am, and then I'm, "Hey, be my friend." That's kind of a weird move.
Boy, he really is looking for some Corona tail.
Totally.
It's been a while.
What's on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, Rocco's birthday is coming up. It's this Friday. And so we decided we're going to do a family party on Saturday. And you guys are welcome because we've been hanging out with you guys. Mm-hmm. So it'll be, Rocco and his grandma and his aunt. They've been on lockdown too. They haven't seen anybody. And his cousins. They've been just home. But I'm thinking about, and because Rocco loves these, like the bounce houses that you put in the front yard that also have like the water slide where you can like have a water slide and you climb up it and you bounce, but it's like a big, huge slide. But usually when you get those, it becomes like a magnet for all the kids in the neighborhood to want to run over and play with you. And I already have to turn kids away. Like, kids will knock at the door and say, "Hey, can Rocco play?" Or "Can we come in and play with Rocco?" And I already have to tell them no. If I get, like, Rocco a bounce house and put it in the front yard on Saturday, is this going to be like a Pied Piper situation and all the neighborhood kids come running over?
Yes, why don't you just build a Candy River? Yeah, of course you're going to get kids over there. It's like a light.
I'm so sad. I thought it'd be a cool idea to do.
I don't know what to tell you, Sinicki. You're just as confusing as I am.
I'm at a loss.
Yeah.
Because, we we did that card my yard for his sister where they put a big card in the yard. It says happy birthday. And so if I don't do something grand gesture for Rocco, it looks like I like her more.
Well, is there truth to that?
Yeah. Gotta search inside yourself.
Let's explore these feelings. This is what this show's about.
No, is that what's going on here?
You have to like your kids the same, right?
They always say that. They always act like that's the case.
I was a part of a family that had a lot of kids involved. And I know for a fact my parents did not like every kid the same. I was the favorite.
What I got on my mind here today is Hamilton worth the hype? I saw that it has been on Disney Plus and it's getting a lot of attention. Apparently, it upped the downloads 74% over the holiday weekend. It seemed like everybody's talking about this Hamilton. I know it's been out for a while. It's a hit Broadway musical. It premiered all the way back in 2015. It went on to win 11 Tony Awards, and it's a big cultural phenomenon, but it kind of was big over the 4th of July weekend because I think they just dropped it on the Disney Plus, and they had to tweak it a little bit. They would only allow so many bad words, and they had to maybe edit one out. I think I had seen going on with that. But is it really that amazing? Or is it one of those things that doesn't quite live up to the hype? We often have that stuff where everybody's like, oh, this is the best thing ever. And then you go check it out, and it's not great.
There's a lot of movies like that where it gets hype. Yes. Especially Netflix does a great job of hyping their products, and you go and watch it, you're like, it was all right.
I think if you love a Broadway musical experience, from people that I have talked to that love a Broadway musical experience and have gone to see Hamilton live on Broadway, said it was fantastic. But you're not really a Broadway guy, but you are a history guy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe you'd like it.
So putting it through that filter, if you're somebody that's not a massive Broadway fan, but you do like history, is it something that you would like? And here's the problem, too, is how do I get it? Because I'd had that whole dance with Disney Plus. Remember, I'd taken on what I thought was going to be a 7-day free membership to watch The Mandalorian.
Still paying for it, aren't you?
I binged it in that time, and then the Mexican queen was going through our bills. She's like, why do we have Disney Plus, and why are we paying for it? I'm like, I don't know. I remember specifically, I'm like, put this in your memory that you did this. And he even said, okay, you're unsubscribed, thanks, da-da-da. And boom, somehow still got charged.
I'm still on Disney Plus too. I never canceled it. It does have all the Star Wars stuff on there, but
it's one of those things you got to ask yourself: how frequently are you going to be watching it for what you're paying?
When you get Jaybird, you get him for life.
See, I have a tough time committing in a relationship, but when it comes to these services for life. Till death do us part.
When he signs up, you got him.
You really do. If I sign up for, there's still things I'm signed up for since I was 18.
Okay, so I just want to know, because there's a lot of things that are out there, like your Outer Banks. Is it worthy of the hype or not?
So I've been doing a lot of investigating with other. I haven't got into that series yet, and most people are telling me, Bird, don't do Outer Banks. Virginia's insane.
Oh, I thought it was good.
I don't know.
I think you have to, everything is about a filter. It's good if ... And if you put it through the filter of, it's targeted for teens, if you like a Riverdale, if you can suspend and realize that there are a ton of flaws, you'd be like, well, that's so stupid. There's no way they'd do that or that would happen. If you can watch it with that kind of state of mind, then I think you might enjoy it, because I did. But if you can't, then you're going to hate it.
I'm a huge fan of the coming of age tale. I'm a Gilmore Girls fan. Is it in that kind of same genre?
It's
no. Okay. I don't think so. I've never seen Gilmore Girls, so I can't say, but I think I know the tone of that.
It's a treasure hunt, and it's in that respect, it's kind of cool to figure out where's the treasure, who's gonna get it, what's gonna happen along the way as all of these different people are fighting for it.
It's young hot kids. It's got the Karate Kid element where you got the social groups that are fighting each other, so it's got a little bit of that element. So kind of put it in that wheelhouse. It would have a little bit of that Karate Kid element of
they're
that
fighting
kind of
the man.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just a little shocked / disappointed that Kevin's ever seen the Gilmore Girls. I think he'd love it.
I don't know that I would.
I don't think he would like it at all, actually.
Kevin, Gilmore Girls? No.
He would hate it.
It doesn't feel like my kind of thing. All right, well, you can sound off and let me know. 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763 here at the KVJ Show.
Admit it, you're still on Facebook, and so are we. Follow the KVJ Show.
97.9 WRMF.
Well, what the heck is going on with this dang old pandemic? Is it a serious thing or is it not a serious thing? You know, people were losing their minds about the school openings and whether that was going to be happening. That was kind of one of the big topics that was going on yesterday, and now people are trying to sort through some of the numbers. Good news on the school thing. Like we say yesterday, it didn't make any sense. It was like going, okay, schools, you have to open if you want to open. And that's pretty much what it came down to be.
Well, schools, you can open if they say you can open. Like, what? And it was all up to the health department, and the health department's like, we don't know. So
there's a lot of confusion still about the schools that are going on, but they're not going to be required. You know, just because the governor said, hey, I'd like to get the kids back in school 5 days a week, he's speaking to the entire state. And I think that with everything, there's the exception of the 3 counties. So anything the governor says doesn't necessarily pertain to people that live in Palm Beach, Broward, and Miami-Dade.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's really kind of what's going on. So they're still looking at the 3 alternative reopening plans. You got full-time with in-classroom learning with students permitted to learn from home if their family so choose. That's option 1. You've got full-time learning online for everybody, or option 3, a combination, the hybrid theory, in which you could learn online 2 or 3 days a week and in classroom the other days.
Or option 4, just screw it.
That's what the kids are voting for. Give me option 4. They took a poll with the school board in Broward. 26% of the parents want remote learning. 34% want the face-to-face, and 37% are going for the hybrid option. So that is the most popular. But I was surprised that all 3 of those options are really close. So the remote learning is the least popular, where kids just stay home again and nobody's going to school at all. So I would expect to probably see something in the hybrid option.
So you said all 3 options are kind of all split evenly?
They're close. They're close. I mean, the number one is 37%. The least favorite is 26%. So, yeah, it's pretty much right in between.
Well, that's good. We're all on the same page.
That's why I think hybrid's going to win out. It's already the favorite, and that way you give everybody a little bit of what they want, because you're not going to make anybody happy or everybody happy with anything you do.
That's the thing. I mean, it's so divisive, and there's just no coming together.
I would expect the first thing that you would see is Palm Beach County maybe pushing back their start date. They're scheduled to go on August 10th. Broward is the 19th, and Miami-Dade's the 24th. So maybe you might see that being the one big change. I would expect, if I had to predict it right now, Virginia, I would say it's going to be hybrid, and I think that Palm Beach County delays and everybody starts probably towards the end of August. Be my guess. That would be my guess.
I think any more time we can give ourselves to get our heads and our brains around this thing is good. Like, why early August? It's so early.
Yeah.
Well, it seems early even for regular school.
How about we wait till after Labor Day, like how it used to be back in the day?
But back in the day, I felt like we went back to school late August.
I can remember Labor Day was like the last woo-ha! It was a celebration, and it was the end of summer, and then bam, it was back to school. But I'm old, so maybe they haven't done that in a
Things have changed,
while.
Virginia. Things have changed.
Yeah, I mean, you went to high school back in the 70s?
No, I was born in the 70s.
Now, yesterday, the cases, they weren't great. They weren't crazy. The one thing that was the big headline from yesterday was the state of Florida set a one-day high for the highest percentage of positive tests. 20.8% of all tests were positive.
Good job, Florida.
That is a new record.
Yeah, Florida, stop doing this, because my annoying family members who I don't like that much from Rhode Island keep calling me. So can we stop this? Like Florida's ruining it again.
Every night, Florida is on the national news,
It
and
is.
that's why your family members in every other state are calling you.
I'm hearing from relatives I didn't even know I had.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
We're pretty much it now.
We were front and center, and then also right where my mom lives in San Antonio, they were on the national news too. Like they're just leaps and bounds getting cases too.
Yeah.
It's like, damn.
Well, to boil it all down, here's what I see. I told you the biggest things that I'm paying attention to are the deaths and the hospitalizations, just to see what's going on. Yesterday, 64 more deaths. That is what is reported. And I know that on the national level, they've been talking about, hey, look at the death rate. The death rate is going down. If you look at Florida, it has remained pretty consistent since April. There have been the daily fluctuations of deaths up and down. But if you look at peak days in the last couple of months, in the month of April, there were 2 days out of the month where we had 60 or more deaths. That was April. So the number is 2. In May, that number was 5. So that got worse, of 60 deaths or more. June, we were back down to 2. Yay. But in July, we've already had 3, and it's the 8th. So that number is spiking back up again, the deaths. So we're heading in the wrong direction on that.
Damn. I was hoping as younger people were getting it and fighting it better, and that was truly the average age had gone from somebody in their 60s to somebody in their 30s. I'm like, okay, are people in their 30s going to shake it off better and not die?
I know when you listen to KNN with Positive Kev, you expect positive news, so you're a little shook.
I don't want negativity from KNN. I want rose-colored glasses. Lie to me.
Just trying to straight shoot you. Yeah, the younger kids are getting it. They're trying to figure out what the long-term effects are going to be on them. They don't know. So far, some of the x-rays they've taken of young kids' lungs, they're not encouraged by, thinking that maybe that there's something there for even the healthier kids. And it's, again, with the people who have previous complications. You heard that an 11-year-old had died in Miami-Dade. That kid had a lot of medical complications. There was a 17-year-old from Fort Myers, and her church had a function with over 100 kids that weren't social distancing, and I don't think a lot of them were wearing masks. And she contracted coronavirus and died.
Oh, boy.
But she had a lot of pre-existing conditions. She was 17, but again, I think that's really just it, that if you have any kind of pre-existing conditions, you really need to quarantine yourself.
You can't mess around with this.
Yeah, I think that's still really the big headline, because it is definitely flying around.
Can you tell my asthmatic daughter that? Because she just wants to live her life.
I get it.
I got a dumb question. Can you go to the doctor not just for corona? It's just if you go, hey, I just want to do a pre-existing condition kind of an appointment.
Yeah, it's called a physical, and you should be getting those at least every few years.
Yeah, I had
especially
one,
at your age.
I had one not that long ago from your doctor that
Okay.
lives out in Tequesta, which I don't know if I can do that anymore, Kev. Too far.
Too far.
But she's a great doctor.
Great doctor. Just all that drive. Taking years off my life.
That's it.
You don't got a lot left.
You're right.
As far as the hospitals, 56 hospitals across Florida has reached capacity. Now, that's the entire state. In South Florida, you see Palm Beach County, the percentage of ICU beds occupied by coronavirus patients rose from 18% 2 weeks ago to 29% on Monday. So those ICU hospitalizations are going up. Hospitalizations are up 90% in Miami-Dade County, so they're really getting hit. In the last 2 weeks, that number has jumped. What we have available in Palm Beach County, 2 hospitals, ICUs are at 90% capacity or more. In Broward, it's 7. In Miami-Dade, it is 10. So, the hospitals are filling up a little bit more with coronavirus patients, but they're trying to free up beds right now. And I think one of the biggest things is staffing, because I know that the governor sent 100 medical staff to Miami-Dade, a couple of hospitals there, to try to help out with that. So they are putting a hold on some elective surgeries at some hospitals, just to say we don't want to tax the staff any more than we have to.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's
You can't get your boobs done.
So that's
Maybe
pretty
not
much
at the hospital, but the Aqua Plastic Surgery Center, you can definitely get your boobs worked on.
Could you get it? You can't get your boobs worked on at a hospital, though, right? You can't.
Sometimes, yeah. Some.
I mean, I get it if you cut your boob and you have to get stitches. That I understand.
Most good plastic surgeons also have hospital credentials. Like they have the one hospital where they go to where they are allowed to do surgery there, and like Dr. Rankin, he is one of the chiefs of plastic surgery.
So if I got into an accident, my nose fell off, he could
Yes.
do emergency nose surgery.
Absolutely. We would tell you to go to St. Mary's, and I would call Dr. Rankin and I would say, Jay Bird's at St. Mary's. They're putting his face back together, and I want you to do it because I don't want some guy in there that's just learning. You do not want the guy right out of medical school just learning to put your nose back on.
My nose is on my chin.
You want Dr. Rankin.
Coming up here in just a couple of minutes, a fun little game that we're going to play here on the KVJ show. Another round of audio charades.
Oh, yeah. Okay, playing it early today, Ralston. I see what we're doing.
We got a lot of fun games today, so yeah, we got to spread them out.
Game Wednesday.
Today is kind of like Game Wednesday, so we got a lot of action-packed stuff going on. All right, time for another round of audio charades here on the KVJ show. I feel like Virginia and I kind of have this game down. We seem to just be very dominant at this, Virginia. Let's see if Jay Bird and Denny's can actually challenge us this week.
You're right. It's old people 2, young bucks 0.
Yeah, this could be pretty much it. I mean, I think this is you got to switch it up if we win today.
We both switched it up. The first time I gave the sound effects, we did terrible. Then last week, Denny's gave them. I think we did even worse.
Yeah, you guys have not done well at this.
We have to have a spiritual moment here, Denny's. We got to come together.
Here's the name of the game, Audio Charades. You pair up with somebody, and they will give you clues to the word that you are given using just sound effects with their mouth. You can't say any words. You can't also make any kind of mimicking hand motions or try to act it out. So we will penalize for that. That won't count.
Yeah, Jay Bird, you listening? Penalized.
Look, I talk with my hands. I can't help it. Blame my mother. She was very Italian. She taught me this way.
Do we have to staple your arms to your sides?
I might like it.
Now, what you have is 20 seconds on the clock to try to get 5 words correct. Now, if there is a tie, then we can play as many as 2 additional rounds before it winds up just a complete tie. But, Virginia, I think we wrapped it up last week in just 1 round.
Yeah, I mean, like taking candy from a baby.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. It is so it's thick with smug in here.
What season is it? Oh, it's the summer.
Yeah.
Summer of Rig.
Don't forget, Denny's, it was Kevin and Virginia before KVJ.
Before Rig and the Pig, it was K and V.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Virginia and myself, we're going to partner up. Do you want to keep the same routine, or do you want to do the sound effects this week, Virginia? We might as well give them a chance to win, right? I think we...
I hate the confidence. It's so annoying.
I think we dominate when I do the sound effects.
I mean, I feel like I'm just batting them around like a cat toy at this point.
Yeah, why don't you do the sound effects, and I'll try to guess here this week.
Okay.
Gosh.
You can see this on Kvj Tv. You'll be able to see what the sound effects are for. Okay, 20 seconds. Best score we could get would be 5.
Hold on. Let me gloss up with my MD Nail lip gloss.
Okay.
Yeah, for the people who think I really think I'm young, I'm kidding. I know I look older than Kevin and Virginia. I don't really think
you look great.
You shaved your beard off, though, and I'm telling you, you look a lot younger.
Yeah, I know. Anytime there's a compliment.
Oh, stop it. Yeah, you just hear it coming.
I hear a compliment, but it always ended in insult.
Yeah.
Last week, you looked old, Santa, but this week, you look great.
I've been told that many times. I thought you were younger than Kevin and Virginia. I don't really think I look young.
You look tan and beautiful. Stop being so hard on yourself. Okay, here we go. 20 seconds. Virginia, you're giving me the sound effects in the audio charades. Our time begins now. Drill car starting.
Yep, you got it.
Got it.
Pass. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the other one.
Lion, tiger, cat, tiger, boar, elephant.
Pass.
Gargling.
Yes.
Done.
Okay.
Done.
That was a rooster. Chicken.
It was actually a cricket. She was saying the word cricket, and the word was cricket. And also, she went like this during dinosaur. Just to let you know. Just to let you know.
We
You
didn't
didn't get dinosaur.
I'm just saying, you're barking a lot.
Hey, Grandpa, you're barking too.
Oh, Grandpa, you got a lot of nerve. 7 years my senior.
Whatever. I look 7 years younger.
You're actually only 4 years older.
Okay, we got 2. All right.
That's not going to be enough to win the tournament. You do have only 2.
Yes.
That's all we got?
Yeah.
I feel like we've been cheated.
I think you guys got drill and gargling.
Okay, Team JD here, Jay Bird and Denny's.
Oh, I like that.
You get 3. You win your first game of audio charades.
Okay, do you want me to give it to you? You want to give it to me?
It's up to you, man. I think we did poorly both ways.
So take your pick. We're terrible either way.
I'll go the first round, you go second round. I'll give it, then you give it to me.
So you're saying you're going to get 2 and tie us?
I'm saying we're going to get 3 and win it. Oh!
Then you
So
wouldn't
we'd only
both
have
go.
Well, just you get it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Thanks, Denny. You speak bird. Don't you block the old people out.
You speak wrong.
Block out Cocoon.
All right.
Did you have to get that close to me? I don't owe you money. Get off me.
I like this closeness between us, Papa.
Okay, 20 seconds here on the clock. It is Denny's going to be doing the sound effects for Jaybird.
That's correct.
Okay, perfect score would be 5. You get 3 or more, you win. Your time begins now.
A whip.
Yep.
Lawnmower. Lawnmower. Boom. Yard whacker.
Pass that one.
Honk. Horn.
Yep.
Phone. Alarm clock.
Oh, what do you count? Do you count that at the?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Susan's
think
gonna
we
get
got
it.
it.
He said alarm clock as an alarm clock
Yes,
is going on.
as the
Yeah.
Leo, okay.
All right, you guys got your first win.
Oh yeah.
We won.
You won. He still ain't get out of the game for this played, but yeah.
I thought it was rounds. I'm going through a lot. Now, good job. Yes.
Look at that.
Feels good.
In your face, old people.
All right. Well, you got Disney going to be opening up on Saturday, getting all ready for it. Saw some of the photos from inside Disney yesterday. I guess when they were shut down, they did some refurbishments, including the castle. It's all shiny and looking nice and new. So that is going to be going on. Pretty much all the theme parks in Florida are open up. I think the only one that's closed is Miami Seaquarium. So after this weekend, and as we get into next week on Wednesday, Disney going to open up their remaining parks. We've got other parks here in South Florida that are open up, including Rapids, and it is what we have for week 4 of Camp KVJ, a 4-pack of tickets. If you would like to go and take the kids out to the water park, you can do that right now. Just call us up. It's very simple. 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763 here at the KVJ Show. There are a couple things that are not going to be happening. Remember I'd told you about they're going to be having that quarterback for the Ravens, Virginia. He was going to be having his...
Yes.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson.
He was going to be doing it in Pompano, and if
Yeah.
you looked on the Pompano City website, they're like, no gatherings more than 10.
Yeah, he does this annual thing. It would have been the 3rd one he's done, where he invites the community out to play flag football. He's got water slides and stuff like that. Scheduled for Saturday and Sunday. On Monday, he dropped that it was going to be happening. People were like, wait, what? Against city guidelines. And we talked about it yesterday on the After the Show podcast. And then somebody sent me the article today that it's been canceled. So it is unfortunately not going to be happening.
Son of a biscuit.
Every
Yeah.
big gathering, all the events, things that were supposed to be going on, and we're missing lots of them. They're all canceled.
Yeah, the Tom Cruise cruise.
They were trying to even put together socially distanced firework viewing where you stayed in your car and watched fireworks. And they put the kibosh on all of that because if you have an event like that and you have to carry insurance, if somebody gets the corona there and dies, they can sue you. And it's like a whole thing. And so if you're throwing an event, the level of insurance and just drama and risk, it's not worth
Well,
it.
I think it's why the city of West Palm, they didn't announce their locations. They were
And they
undisclosed.
said it was going to be a party on your porch, DIY.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was their thing. I think they wound up doing it over Clear Lake is one of the spots. At least that's what it looked like because I watched it on TV.
Okay.
And so it looked like that's where they did the location from. We ran the soundtrack here on the radio station, which is kind of fun and cool. Baseball is going to be firing up, and they've kind of announced when that is going to be happening. The Marlins are going to be opening up their shortened 2020 season against the Phillies on July 24th.
It's happening, I guess.
Yeah. Will be happening without fans. So that is the biggest thing. They'll just go to the ballpark, and it'll be the players, and you'll be able to see
So business
the
as
games
usual.
televised. Well, not for the Phillies, you
No,
know.
for the Marlins.
Yeah, for the Marlins, they are going to be coming back and then playing the Baltimore Orioles right after that in Marlins Park. But, like you said, it doesn't really matter because there's not going to be fans. They're going to be playing 40 games against their division, which is the NL East, and the NL East is tough. So the Marlins, actually, this is a tougher year for them because the way they've reworked the schedule, they want to keep everything regional. All these great teams are on the East Coast, so they're going to be playing 40 games against the NL East. It's got, the Phillies and the Mets and some really good teams in it. And then they've got to play 20 interleague games against the AL East, which has got the Tampa Bay Rays, who's good, the Yankees, who are very good. So they've got to play a pretty tough schedule this year.
I have to make another retraction statement. I know I have many. I said a couple days ago, Mike Trout is definitely not playing.
Yes.
He said he was thinking about not playing. He's
Right.
on the fence, so I don't know.
It's concerned.
I mean, he's arguably one of their, if not the biggest star in baseball.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Won't you be happy, though, to have something to watch on TV?
Big time, yeah. It'll be great for a lot of people. And here's what's never happened before, really, is, you're going to have Major League Baseball, the NBA, and the NHL just announced that they are going to open up training camps on Monday. And the qualifying round of the playoffs is going to start August 1st with the Stanley Cup Finals taking place in October. So you're going to have, really for the first time ever, all of these major sports are going to be playing at the same time because basketball would have, wrapped up.
Boy, baseball's going to get destroyed.
Maybe, I don't know. The only thing about this, I really think people are jonesing for any kind of entertainment. I mean, they were watching hot dog eating contests and cornhole.
Wiffle ball. I gotta send you this wiffle ball channel I've been watching. Surprisingly, very entertaining.
You were watching those two bear cubs on a porch fight for 30 minutes.
I think we've all probably had something like, well, what am I doing? You're just sitting here watching something you wouldn't normally watch.
Look, I don't need a pandemic to watch that video. That was an amazing video.
It was a cool video. That's true. So anyway, that's going to be firing up. So you got some sports hopefully around the corner. I guess we have to see what happens with people catching the coronavirus and just how badly. We got Misty on here from West Palm. What's up, Misty?
Good morning. How are you guys?
Great. I guess you got some kids that would love to go to Rapids Water Park?
Oh, yeah.
How old are we talking?
Yeah. Huh?
How old are we talking?
I've got a 11-year-old, an 18-year-old, and a 20-year-old.
Dang, okay. Very nice. Well, they're going to have a good time there. And for you, they've got a bar that is now set up, which is a lot of fun. They do have a nice little bar there. Yeah, it's good stuff. They made Rapids a lot of fun for everybody, no matter what the age.
It makes the wave pool a little trickier if you have too many of them.
Well, it's how you can tell if you've had too many. If you get knocked down constantly by the wave pool, you need to back off the alcohol, but it is all there. And we got 4-packs every single weekday at this time for Camp KVJ. I got a few celebrity birthdays to tell you about. Beck, who, by the way, I think is a very underrated musician. That guy is solid. He has got countless really solid songs.
There is a very sad, heartbreaking song by Beck called Lost Cause. Highly recommend it for people that
who are lost causes
that want to be in their feelings.
Okay.
It's a good song, though.
It makes your sad music category, huh?
It makes you think. Highly recommend watching it on a rainy day. Adds to the depression.
Okay. Sounds like a lot of fun. Toby Keith is 59, big old country music star. Kevin Bacon turned 62, and Jeffrey Tambor is 76. He was on, he's been in a lot of great productions, but...
Great actor.
He is a very great actor, yeah.
Fantastic on the Larry Sanders Show.
Yeah, he was good in that, and then he also was the dad in Arrested Development.
Big time.
Yeah. Was it George Bluth, I believe was his name?
Yes.
Yeah. There you go. I got another birthday shout out here. This is to my amazing boyfriend, Nate. It's hard to believe. It's been 5 years that we first met. That's from Margot who sent that in. So
okay, half a decade point.
That's right.
It's big.
Got a birthday shout out. You want to get on the KVJ show? You can just let us know. Just send us an email.
Drama, drama. You got drama and you gotta tell all. You love to complain about your pain. Hey, you're Facebook fishing. Facebook fishing.
Oh, so much fun stuff from all these social media platforms. It is very entertaining. I can see why people go on there.
I mean, right now, we are living in probably the best Facebook fishing time.
Oh, it is. Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, just daily. That's just constant entertainment.
And it's not just Facebook. It's all social media. It's really social media fishing now.
Yeah, no, Facebook is great. Next Door is something that is
Next Door
is next level.
But there's also a lot of fighting on Twitter. People clapping back left and right
I
on Twitter.
spent a lot of time on Twitter. Yeah, you go in the comments on Twitter and people just go on there just to fight.
What about Reddit? That's another place with some fights.
You are right.
Yeah, I don't do that one as often. It gets pretty good though.
Yeah.
The comments in that one get pretty out of control.
I just think there's a bunch of liars on Reddit. There's a lot of crazy stuff on Reddit.
Yeah. I see. I get a lot of topics off of Reddit, and there's some stuff where I'm like, well, there's no way that's real.
It doesn't seem real. But
No way.
it's a great topic, but it doesn't seem real.
There's no way that really happened. Well, this one, I don't know. Let's see if this happened or not. It sounds believable, but apparently people get very serious about their recipes, and that's what Stacy is going off about here today. Got me playing the role of Stacy. Jaybird, you're going to be Rita. Virginia, you're going to play Andy, and Denny's will be Wendy. Is I think how that's going to play out.
I love it.
All right.
Okay. All right. So here we go. This is what Stacy posted up. I don't usually post aggressive posts like this, but I am so mad that I just can't help but vent. The person who this is about should absolutely know it is about them. How dare you steal my dead mother's recipe for macaroni salad and then take credit for it? You not only hurt me, but you trampled on the memory of my sweet mother. How dare you?
Here comes Rita. I'm so sorry this happened to you, Stacy. Call out this person by name so we can see what a backstabber looks like. People who steal recipes are complete trash. Everyone always defends comedians when someone steals their jokes, but nobody ever defends people who have their recipes stolen.
Well, I'm not going to expose her publicly. She knows who she is. She is a macaroni salad imposter. I just feel bad for her children. They were born from a liar's womb. They will probably grow up to be liars themselves.
Here comes Andy. Don't you think you're being a little oversensitive here, Stacy? It's just macaroni salad. By the way, imitation is a form of flattery. I knew your mother very well, you bitch. I don't think she'd ever be that upset over macaroni salad. I'd worry about something else, like take a chill pill and relax.
No offense, Andy, but you can mind your own effing business. My mom really never cared for you. I don't know if you knew that. In fact, she kind of found you to be a bit pervy.
Oh.
So please, Andy, keep your perverted opinions off of my page and keep my mama's name out your mouth.
Here comes Wendy. Andy. There is no reason at all that a man needs to be chiming in telling Stacy how to feel. Her mother's macaroni salad recipe was stolen, people. Then the person who stole said macaroni salad tried to act like it was their recipe. It's disrespectful to Stacy and it's disrespectful to the dead.
Wait, pause. I'm having an identity crisis. Am I a male or a female? Is Andy a girl or a boy?
That's something you're going to have to deal with.
It's Andy with a Y. I
You're
would
a
think
male.
that would be a man.
You're a man.
But Stacy calls her a she. She says she knows who she is.
I don't know.
Am I a man or am I a woman?
I think you're a...
Is this a question about Facebook phishing or is this a personal issue?
And I don't think Andy's the one she's calling out. She's just calling out somebody ambiguously.
Oh.
Yeah, way to ruin the scripts, Nikki.
I thought
Wow.
Andy was the one that stole the salad.
I don't know what you're doing.
No, I think Andy's just telling her to chill out.
Yeah, just chill out.
Oh, I thought Andy was the thief.
I don't think so.
No,
That's not what I'm getting.
You ruined the bit.
Okay, well, here's what Andy says next. Andy admits to stealing the macaroni salad recipe.
Well, then get into it then.
I tried to be positive with my post, and y'all are acting like I stole the macaroni salad recipe. I'm just saying, don't sweat the small stuff. Stacy's mom is dead. It's hard to be upset about macaroni salad when you're pushing up daisies.
Ooh.
I'm sure Stacy's mom isn't pissed off in the afterlife about that macaroni salad. That's all I'm saying.
Andy, you're a pig, and you should be canceled. How dare you bring up Stacy's mom?
Andy?
Stacy's mom has got it going on. Wasn't that a song? Stacy's mom has got it going on.
Kind of, yeah.
Well, not anymore because she's no longer with us.
Oh, damn, Andy. Oh, man, I agree, Wendy. Andy needs to be canceled from Facebook. He's a disrespectful pig, and so is his macaroni salad thief.
Cancel me from Facebook? Ha ha, good luck. Last time I'll ever try to be positive with you crazy people. Screw your mom's macaroni salad. I'm logging off now before I get ugly.
That is weird. I am noticing people telling people they're canceling each other on Facebook now. What does that even mean? If you're canceling, I'm going to cancel you on Twitter.
Is that just an unfollow?
I guess.
Is that a blocking?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
But it sounds like
people feel like they have the power of the cancel culture.
But it sounds like you're canceling someone from like a news, and you're not.
I really want to try this macaroni salad.
I bet you.
Doesn't this make you hungry for macaroni salad?
One of my favorites.
Oh,
you just had it yesterday.
Yes, I did.
I had some over the weekend.
I'm a big Greek salad. I like that feta cheese.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I think of the salad family. Yeah, that might be one of my favorites. But I had to rank them.
Oh, it's my favorite. It's in my top 5.
He loaded up nothing on but macaroni salad and fudge-sicles yesterday.
Yes,
that was your go-to.
We ate so many fudge-sickles. Yeah, we had a fudge-sickle party.
You did.
They're so good. It's been a while since I had them, man. They're so good.
Now, I know you were excited because you hit your 20-pound loss mark, Jay Bird. It's nice.
Wow.
How long did it take you to drop 20 lbs?
About 3.5, 4 weeks.
Oh, geez, that's pretty impressive. It's
But
5 pounds a week.
Some of that, you had wisdom tooth problems, so you couldn't eat. That was awesome.
I started a little bit of a diet, and then I had the wisdom tooth issue, and I got that taken out, and that kind of just helped me. And there was a good week I didn't really eat much, so there's some of that going on. But I have been exercising. You would be proud of me.
I am proud of you. I'm always proud of you.
Nah, I don't know about that.
You don't have to lie.
Yeah, please. You have to lie to me. Not you, Kevin. Don't lie to me.
You're the one that tells me the truth.
Give me the truth, man.
So you and Denny's celebrated with fudge-sickles? Is that what you had?
So we celebrated with a lot. We had subs, we had pizza, we had chocolate cake.
We were at the grocery store when the good news was given, so.
The public scale conveniently was where they got the great news.
That's right. You said you're going to do that, yeah.
So the Village public, the Publix I go to on Village Boulevard, that's an accurate scale. There's another Publix in West Palm that adds 5 pounds when you
adds 5 pounds.
Yes.
Ads?
Yeah, we know because he has an accurate scale at his place.
Seems counterintuitive.
Yeah. It does, but remember I told you yesterday my theory on that is that you might see yourself weighing more and you'll be like, I need to get some diet food, which the healthy food is more expensive than some of the junk food.
He's
and
right.
you would actually spend more. I know. I buy healthy food and it is not cheap. I would save so much money if I went right for the Little Debbie's.
I cannot believe how much natural, good for you almonds are. It's ridiculous.
It is insane. All that stuff to eat healthy is not cheap.
$12 for almonds, Virginia?
I know. It's expensive. Nuts are pricey.
With no chocolate on it?
Why would you even do that, right? I mean, come on, right?
Un-American.
Yeah. Coming up here in just a little bit, we got some exciting stuff. We got a World Record Wednesday that is going to be coming up here. Jaybird is going to try to break the record for putting on the most shirts. Are we going for the 30-second or the 60? You can do either.
I got enough for both, so you tell me, big guy.
All right, we'll figure that out because there's a record for both.
Virginia, she brought. Remember, she was talking yesterday. She'd bring a bunch of big shirts for me. You remember her talking about that, right?
Yeah.
She's gonna bring moo kind of shirts.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
I thought it was a great idea.
I love it.
So you got those shirts, right, Virginia?
I forgot them.
Oh, rats. That's why I was late today. I had to go find 14 more shirts.
If I don't write it down, it's just in my brain, gone the next minute. I'm old. You got to remind me to make a list.
This is the part.
So wait, we have to remind you to write it down?
You got to look
at me. We
at
can't tell you, and you write it down yourself.
Write it down, Mama.
Now, this is a part where of the world record where she's supposed to bring the 14 big shirts for me, but I had to bring I had to find and scramble 14 other shirts that aren't as big.
Yeah.
But this is the part where she forgets the shirts, but yells at me for bringing small shirts.
Oh, and you brought dirty shirts, too.
No, I didn't. They're actually all clean. Good try, Questa. Wrong again.
Oh, no, I see some stains.
No, you don't see stains, and you're not my partner no more. The Kevin Ralston is.
All right, we'll win this thing, baby.
Exactly.
I see victory on our horizon.
Step off. Get ready for your 19th dirt of the day.
World Record Wednesday. You want to see Jaybird break something and make history? It's coming up on KVJ TV next.
KVJ not only does a radio show, but also does an after-the-show podcast. Watch or listen on kvjshow.com.
Time for another amazing round of World Record Wednesday. Jibber's going to see just how tough it is to crack into one of these world records, and there are two to choose from. Been chasing the greatness of this David Rush, who's broken more than 150 Guinness World Records. Guy from Idaho. He and his wife just set a couple. In fact, he holds two for putting on T-shirts. The first one is 18 T-shirts in 30 seconds. And the other one that he and his wife did is 32 shirts in 1 minute.
So it's really up to the people. Which one would they rather listen to? If any of them says the answer, neither one of them.
Well, I think the one is a one-man thing, it seems like, because the one that is the minute is a tandem of he and his wife, and mutually they hold the record.
What's I'm saying? This is a KVJ thing. This is not just about the bird chasing greatness. It's about all of us chasing greatness, damn it. Mm-hmm. What do you like better? Do you like the team thing?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Team is more interactive and fun.
So what I've done is I've got the smaller shirts on one pile and the bigger ones on the other, but there's way more bigger ones, just to let you know.
Okay.
So
it's probably good that way. You probably don't want the other way around.
Yeah. I honestly, I would say probably maybe jump to the bigger one quicker. I don't think you have to go. I think the bigger ones are going to go on me easier. So if you want to just do that, I think we will get more that way.
You do? Okay.
I just don't think we're going to get the record.
How many do you think we have? Because 32 shirts is the record in 1 minute. How many shirts do we have total, and how many would you say are small?
We've got 34, I believe, and I would say 9 of them are small, 8 of them maybe.
Okay. All right. We'll try maybe 4 and then see how that's going.
I brought a lot of my fat shirts with me.
That's probably good.
These are all my Corona shirts.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
I did, over our break, man, I did so much laundry. I hate it.
The strategy that this guy and his wife used was the guy was pulling the shirts over his head, and his wife was then pulling them down over his back. So he would, sounds like, get them started by getting it over his head, then she finishes it, takes it down. So
me grab, me put, then you push.
You take it as soon as it gets down to where your shoulders are.
Put your hands in the things, and then let Kevin pull it down.
Okay, this is exciting, actually.
That's the tandem.
It's exciting to be a part of. I don't know if it's exciting to listen to, but either way, let's create.
Well, we got KVJ TV. You can watch it as well. This is gripping video here.
You're right. Okay, you want to chase greatness?
I do. I want to get this thing.
Do it.
Okay, Danny's going to jump in here and run the controls here with our 60-second timer.
I got to start off shirtless, don't I? Yeah, I do. All right.
If you want. I mean, why not? You just dropped 20 LBs. Let's see that, bud.
Still look gross.
The guy in the video was pantsless, too. I don't know about him.
Oh, look at that tan marble Greek god. You look amazing, man. He looks good, doesn't he? Look how good he looks. That's good stuff, man. You look great. Okay. Very nice. How much sun are you getting? Like, what's your?
I've been meditating out in my courtyard again, naked.
How many?
In my underwear.
How long each day? I'm just kind of curious. You know, for a guy that's very pale and white, I need to know these things.
I do a probably between a 20-30 minute meditation. I try to.
Out in the sun. Okay.
Yeah.
Get your vitamin D in there. It's good to fight off the corona. Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get myself here on the TV. Make sure I'm in this as well. All right. Here we go. Record is 32 in 1 minute. All right, this is a World Record Wednesday here.
All right.
Okay, I got the stacks and the piles here.
Should I be on this side?
Yeah,
we
can switch it off if that makes you feel better.
It does. It makes you feel better.
Okay. All right. Get these shirts close to me in a position where I can get them easier. Okay.
You ready? You ready to chase greatness?
I assume I probably have to start with my hands off of the shirts. Okay.
I'm a chest bounce you.
Ready? Okay, now I'm ready. I'm fired up. Let's do this thing,
Another
man.
reason why I'm happy I'm not your partner.
Okay. All right. World Record Wednesday. The record is 32 shirts. Putting it on in 1 minute.
I need to know the time, Denny's.
All right, I'll keep you guys posted.
Okay, you tell us when, and this tandem here is going to break a world record for everybody to watch and listen to.
All right, let's go. We're going to do ready, set, and go.
Okay, you put it on, you get it down. I'll take it the rest of the way after you get your armholes.
Okay. That's shirt number 1.
All right, he went ahead and just did it himself.
Sorry, I don't know what to do.
Okay. All right.
That's
okay, never mind.
Here,
That's shirt number 2.
We got 2 shirts on.
There you go.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it. You get it to
Here
that
comes
point,
shirt
and then
number 3.
I take it down.
You got 40 seconds
There
left.
we go. There we go. Okay,
They got a
3.
rhythm. They got a rhythm.
Okay, here you go. Shirt 4.
4 is on.
Okay, I gotta watch these flailing around here.
All right, you guys are at the 30-second mark.
That one. That
halfway
ripped a
there.
little bit.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, he's putting his head through the armhole.
That's not good.
That's not good. That
not
one
good.
slowed us down. That one's still not on, technically. That's not on.
You guys are at 15 seconds.
He's trying to put his
Come
shirt
on,
on
Bart,
while one's not
push
on.
it.
What
He's
happened
putting
to
his
that
shirt
sh-
on when one's not on. That one doesn't even. Now he's putting his hands in the
Oh,
armhole.
no. 5
That's the
seconds.
armhole
That's the
again.
armhole.
That's the armhole.
4,
Oh,
3,
he's now tied up.
2,
Oh, yeah.
1.
Just like a man. He can't find the
Oh,
hole.
well, there's a lot of ripping going on
geez.
there. Okay, goodbye. It's over. It's over.
It's over.
Okay. Yeah. What was the final tally, Virginia?
I think he only got 6.
Wow.
So where did it all go wrong? Just doing it?
I think 7 is still the armhole.
I think we
one.
start off a little confused, like on the
Yeah.
technique. That so we didn't start great, and then that one red shirt you got there, it's not fully on, and then you start putting another one on when you didn't have one fully on.
So I think the tactic would be Bird stands like this, and Kevin just grabs the shirts and pulls them over you.
Maybe, yeah. I mean,
Because
they
that was maybe one of the
Yeah.
hardest things I've ever been a part of, and I was so terrible at doing that.
Yeah.
I felt like I had just claws for hands, just like baby claws. I
Yeah,
couldn't get
it
just wasn't. It didn't feel natural. Or hooves, maybe. I felt like I had hooves. I couldn't get a grip.
It didn't. And the first attempt wasn't great.
And then the clock. That was not a good round.
Yeah, Danny's brought up an interesting point, but I was just going on how the world record holder said they did it, where he would start it and she would boom, boom.
It felt like I was in a dream running, but I was running. I couldn't run. Like I couldn't get. I was
know that
grabbing
feeling, yeah.
it. Oh man, that was terrible.
It just went flat.
Yeah, man, I hate it
Just
so
went
much.
flat.
I hate what just happened.
Okay, all right. Well,
we also never practice. We should practice.
I was confused in the beginning. I was wrong.
Just because it took you like 3 or 4 shirts to get a rhythm.
Well, what I think is good is if we see one that maybe that we naturally have a skill for, then really practice and go for that one. You know, if we practiced all day long, are we going to ever get good at this one enough to break it?
Damn, this comment hurts. 2010 Bird could have done it. Actually, you're wrong. I was terrible. I was terrible at challenges back then too.
We would have got any better.
Yeah, we've been doing this tired act.
What are you talking about? It would have got any better. Come on.
Terrible.
Come on. Okay. You ever get into an argument with somebody and you swear that you are completely right, but they're calling you a jerk, and you're going, how are you calling me a jerk?
Oh yeah,
I'm totally in the right on this.
Every day with Virginia.
Okay. Sometimes you think you're going crazy.
I don't see an end for you.
I know. I'm in this. I'm in this till death.
If you ever wind up in any of these situations, you can send us an email here, mail@kvjshow.com. Also, find some of these online as well. Give me your ruling on this. Is this person a jerk? It says, am I the jerk for uninviting my brother to his nephew's party? It says here, we are having a birthday party for my 7-year-old son this weekend. The plan was to have all the family to the house, which would be close to 15 people. We were already nervous to have this many people in one place with the coronavirus, so we let the family know over a month ago when it was going to happen and asked them to quarantine until the party. Well, my brother-in-law initially agreed to this, but now we have found out that he has been partying his butt off the last 2 weeks. He's been to bars, on boats, and at house parties. We told him that he broke the agreement and is now not invited this weekend. Well, now his own mother has called me personally to plead with me to invite him. And the crazy thing about this is she's the biggest concern. She's got breathing problems and a laundry list of other health issues. We've been very concerned about her health since the whole pandemic even started. And even though she's pleading with me, I feel like I need to protect her from her own wishes. My husband agrees, but he is saying that this is breaking his mother's heart and that the final decision is up to me. I'm mad at my husband, his brother, and my mother-in-law. Am I the jerk here?
Oh my gosh. No, you're not the jerk. You said the rules were going to be A, B, and C, and he didn't follow them. So,
But now they want to bend and amend the rules and say, oh, come on, let's just go ahead and do it anyway.
I think you should stand your ground. And 15 people is a lot of people.
Okay. That's Virginia law, though. Jay
Yeah.
Bird? How do you feel about this?
If you guys got rules, I mean, if you guys got rules, he broke the rules, and that's how you guys are set. He's the jerk. He's the one breaking the rules, and you're being dramatic when you're saying, "Oh, my heart's broken," and things will be okay. Everything will be fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. The world will still be going on.
Okay. You're not the jerk and stand your ground.
Yeah, if that's how you're set, that's how your family's set.
The guy who went to bars after he said he wouldn't, that's the guy you need to be mad at, not the people trying to protect the family.
Mm-hmm.
But that family sounds like they are very corona, set high. They don't want anybody with corona or the potential of corona around them.
She is. Well, she's just like, I feel like I need to protect my mother-in-law. She's not doing a good enough job of protecting herself.
Now, there are some families that it wouldn't be a big deal at all. Like, oh, Uncle went to the bar, oh, come on back.
Right. It just depends. Okay, am I the jerk for refusing to meet my dad's new girlfriend? My parents have been together for 40 years. My mom was diagnosed with cancer in February, and she passed away in April. Amazingly, my dad started seeing somebody last month. My family has always been very close, and he admits that he just needs some companionship to help take his mind off the memory of my mom right now. I see my dad a lot, and he wants me to meet this woman this weekend. I told him no way. I'm angry that he moved on this fast, and I think that he should mourn my mother for at least a year. On top of it, this woman is only 5 years older than me, and that's just weird too. I used to see my dad a lot, and I especially need him now, but that time is going to be very limited because of this new woman in his life. Am I the jerk for expecting him to give dating more of a break and refusing to meet this woman?
Just so you know, this happens more than you think. When somebody passes away, the person that remains goes out and dates. It happens. It just happens. And you can do one of two things. You can accept it and have your father in your life, or you can be mad and go to bed every night with an angry heart, and the choice is really up to you, because at the end of the day, it's up to your father.
Seems like she's trying to make a point about his life, and she's upset because he's not living his life the way she wants him to.
Now, do I understand the human side of it, of you being upset? Of course I do. I totally get it. I get it.
Feels like she's in the wrong here.
But I think you're in the wrong. I understand your feelings, but I don't think you should shun your father.
And take it from me, because I spent years being mean to Frank. You guys know who Frank is. My mom
He's a lovely man.
He's a lovely man.
Mm-hmm.
My mom remarried Frank. Frank is 5 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was 17 and they got together, I was pissed. And I was vocal and I was angry and I did not accept Frank. And then finally I just realized, what am I doing? This has nothing to do with me. Like, I just need to shut up and sit down. And then one year, not too long ago at Thanksgiving, when we went around the table to say what we were thankful for, Frank said the thing that he was most thankful for was that I finally liked him.
Gosh, so you've always been mean.
Yeah. This is not just something new.
Wow. Now, with this situation, I think the daughter should be honest with her dad and sit down with him and just say, look,
it's tough for me.
This is really tough. I loved her mom. This is weird for me. And be honest with him and say, I just need a little bit of time. I just need some time to get my head straight. Because
don't force it down my throat yet.
Yes.
You can do what you want, Dad. I mean, throw it.
I don't think either one of them is a jerk, because this is a very dicey situation, and I understand both sides of this. I get it.
All right, final one here. Am I the jerk for not chasing my girlfriend's drunk friend? Last night, my girlfriend's best friend invited her to a raging house party.
Oh, boy.
Well, because of the coronavirus, my girlfriend responsibly declined. Plus, my girlfriend also had to work the night shift at her job as an EMT. At around 3 a.m., my girlfriend calls me, and tells me that her friend got kicked out of her Uber and that she needs a ride home from the party as no one else will pick her up. I'm not thrilled, as this girl is always rude to me anyway, but I agree to go out of respect for my girlfriend. I'm supposed to meet her friend at this gas station. When I arrive, the friend is lying down on the sidewalk. I pull up and I yell at her until she wakes up, and then as she sits up, I tell her to get in the car. She calls me an a-hole and tells me to F off, and then goes sprinting away into an alley. Well, I happily pull my merry ass away and I go home to bed. When my girlfriend gets home from her shift, she is livid. Apparently, her friend went running down that alley and got mugged. My girlfriend can't understand why I didn't go running after her, and now her best friend is blaming me for getting mugged.
This is such an easy fix.
She's even insisted that I replace her expensive purse that was stolen and the $150 she claims she had in it. I don't even remember seeing her with a purse and think that she is just trying to pin her loss on me. I'm refusing to pay for anything and may now wind up single because of it. My girlfriend says that this is the worst thing I've ever done, and now she's doubting the man I really am and if we should even stay together. Am I going crazy, or am I really a jerk for not pursuing this girl down an alley and fighting with her to get her home? How would it look if I'm wrestling a woman into a car in a dark alley? I didn't ask for this.
You, my friend, have gotten a gift from the gods, and you need to be single, you need to break up, and you just eliminated 2 problems in your life.
You think so? So he's not the jerk?
Hell no. You just said it. So this girl doesn't like him. She's hammered, goes running off in an alley. What could happen? Oh my gosh. She could say he's a jerk and that he's being aggressive or something. That's a problem with so many knives sticking out of it. Hell no.
Any thoughts on this, Virginia?
I think Jay Bird's right. I mean, I rarely like to agree with him, but dude, this is your chance to get out. If these girls are throwing a fit about this and your girlfriend is saying this is the worst thing you've ever done,
right?
Like, what are you supposed to do? You were already putting yourself out at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Eliminate the drama, my man, and break up with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, break up with her.
This girl's going to realize that she let a great guy go, too. And if this is the worst thing you've ever done, you sound like a great guy.
Absolutely. All right. Well, coming up here in just a bit, kind of excited. I'm going to drop a little sudden death on everybody today.
Oh, no. The day has not been a winning day.
It's time for viral audio.
So had your kids, had your wife.
Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, people continuing to go crazy about masks here in South Florida. And just at Martin County, face coverings are now mandatory. They just passed this yesterday by unanimous decision. The mask measure is going to expire on August 8th. So another county is added to the list where you've got to wear the masks. And the county that really kind of got it interesting and got it going, Palm Beach County, had some more fun and fireworks going off, as Palm Beach County Mayor Dave Kerner was accused of holding up a document with a WTF Post-it note on it while a nurse was addressing the Palm Beach County Commission meeting.
No.
Jean-Marie Nasser engaged in this tense 3-minute debate with Kerner and a county official as they argued that the note was not meant to address her 3 minutes to address commissioners. She's thinking they're holding up like she's talking, and he holds up a sign that says WTF, like that was talking about what she was saying. And it did not go over well.
See that piece of paper? It said WTF in white letters.
Nobody held up anything to me,
Okay,
and
then
my
show it
name
to
is
me.
not McKinley. Thank you very much.
Show it to me. If you didn't do it, then show me that little piece of paper in your hand that says WTF. Are you kidding me? You don't want to show it because you're guilty. How rude. How rude. I didn't even finish my speech and you're holding up a sign that says WTF. Where is the justice? I have emailed you. You don't return my calls. I'm speaking in my free time and you have the nerve to hold up a sign that says WTF?
Ma'am.
I want to see that piece of paper.
Your time has
Who
expired.
in this chamber can show me that piece of paper because I
This is
saw it
the
with my
final
own eyes?
warning.
Who do you think you are that you can
You
do
have-
that to a public person's
Ma'am.
comment? She get explanation.
Ma'am, please.
Please, when you hold up a sign while I'm speaking that says WTF, what do you expect?
You're
Oh
recognized.
my God. These things are so entertaining. I don't know what I'm doing in my life that I'm not there every single week.
That's rough to listen to. Oh my God.
Wow. How about that, huh? It's always entertaining. Just bring the popcorn.
Imagine getting into a fight with that person, like at your house.
Nope.
That's what you have to go home and deal with.
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
People just losing their minds. There's another one here in South Florida over in Fort Myers. A guy wearing a Running the World Since 1776 shirt at a Costco there flips out on this elderly woman who asked him to wear a mask. And then he goes off on the man who stood in and started defending her.
You're 6 feet away from you.
You're harassing me.
I'm not harassing you. You are infecting us. You're coming close to me. You're coming close to me.
Back off!
Wow.
Threaten me again!
Whoa.
Back the up! Put your phone down!
Whoa. Hey. Wow.
I think you're the aggressor, sir.
So, same question. Imagine going home to him every night.
Wow. And he's going to be there because he just got fired.
I saw that. Yeah. Some of these people acting a fool out in public. They think they're going to be all justified. Oh, everyone's going to back me up, and they're getting fired.
You better hold it together in public because people are filming you. And when you lose your crap, the video goes viral, and your workplace wants nothing to do with that kind of heat, and they will let you go quick.
Well, they don't want the heat of the social media. Of
No.
everyone getting all mad.
Yeah.
They don't want the drama. They don't want, and it will come. They find everybody. There's no place to hide from Twitter.
Yeah. He did work at an insurance agency.
Not no more.
And a woman in Illinois got charged with battery over a mask fight at a Home Depot.
So you're in the store complaining that people aren't wearing masks, correct? And you want to say that you're going to puff on me? You're disrespectful to everyone else in this store. The entitlement is disgusting.
Yes, I am entitled. I'm white. I'm a woman. I believe in white power.
White power?
Yep.
Oh, boy. Wow. There we go. Oh, people. People. Crazy stuff. Yeah, there you go. So that's just some of the fun that is going on with the masks as the rage and the debate continues on.
This is why I stay home.
Yeah, probably a good thing, Virginia. Coming up here in just a second, I got to tell you, we've got a sudden death that is inspired by the face mask and a very interesting and odd policy they have at Disney. I'll tell you about it coming up next.
At a commissioners' meeting in Florida's Palm Beach County, anger erupted after a unanimous vote to make masks mandatory.
You literally cannot mandate somebody to wear a mask knowing that that mask literally is killing people.
I don't wanna wear a mask, it violates my rights. If you try to make me wear it, there is gonna be a fight. You see, I ain't no bitch and I ain't no sheep. You scaredy cats probably wear a mask when you sleep. Stupid mask wearers don't have a clue. You preach masks for corona, but preach nothing for the flu. Only snowflakes wear masks on their face. Take your silly mask and go back to your safe space. So bring your stupid ass agenda back to CNN. If you wanna wear a mask, we can't be friends. You're all being duped. Wake up, buttercup. People preaching about masks need to shut the f*** up.
This is a pandemic. This is totally political, and you know it.
You disgrace me! You know why? You did not listen to We the People!
I'm gonna say that again. You cannot escape God, not even with the mask or 6 feet.
Oh, wow, what a bunch of babies. So you gotta wear a mask, stop acting so crazy. Simply put, if you don't wear a mask, you're a jerk. And you clearly don't care if old people get hurt. Science backs me up, how can you be so dumb? Wearing a mask saves life, stop being selfish scum. You say you care about the Constitution, but it'd be nice if you actually started caring about humans. So bring your stupid ass agenda back to Fox News. If you can't wear a mask, I can't be friends with you. Put on the damn mask, stop acting like a clown. If you don't wear a mask, shut the f*** up and sit down.
I mean, Dr. Jen said it best. If you don't like the mask, you're really gonna hate the ventilator.
People who don't wear masks don't care about other people.
How can you not wear a mask? What are you, a f***ing ass?
The blood is on your hands if you don't wear a mask. Masks save lives, people.
Yeah, the mask thing, just quite a debate still going on throughout South Florida as more counties are adding the mask. And that is because of the cases and everything else that is going on. But it's kind of a weird thing is a lot of places are really still kind of opening up. You know, you still got Disney on Saturday. They are going to be cracking open the doors. They at least going to be opening up the Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom. And then Epcot and Hollywood Studios is going to open up next Wednesday, the 15th. Now, they do have some interesting policies. They're going to be doing temperature checks, and they're also going to be doing masks. And this is what's going to be interesting, too, because they said guests who are staying at the Walt Disney World Resort is going to be able to make reservations all the way up until Friday, and a valid Disney Resort hotel reservation is required to make a restaurant reservation. Yesterday, I was talking to my hairdresser. She's a huge Disney fan. Her and her family, they're always going to Disney. Now, I knew they had plans to go, and I was like, so are you still going up to the Disney Resort? You're going to hang out there? Because somebody had texted us yesterday and said Disney Springs was packed. So there's a lot of people up there. She's like, no, we canceled. She's like, their policy was just kind of weird. I'm like, what do you mean their policy was kind of weird? So what they're doing at Disney resorts is you have to wear a mask everywhere. And typically what they do is the family goes down to the pool and they hang out at the pool. But the policy at the pool is you have to have a mask on at all times unless you're in the pool itself. So if you're laying out, you've got to wear a mask. And my first thought is, what kind of bizarre tan line are you going to get if you're laying out all day wearing a mask? Would you not get a line from that?
You definitely would if you're getting a tan on your face.
That's exactly what I thought.
It's going to be like this big white square.
Yeah, you'd have a big
from your nose to your chin.
So when she told me that, I got an idea for sudden death.
Uh-oh.
I guess you should know if you're going to be heading to Disney when they reopen this weekend, they do have an interesting pool policy. If you're at one of the resorts, you have to have a mask on at all times unless you're in the water. And I imagine Disney's, they're good at enforcing everything, aren't they? So I assume they're probably going to be on. So if you're laying out poolside, like a lot of people do to get some sun, you are going to walk away with a mask tan line. Which that could be interesting depending upon what kind of mask you have.
I saw people about fighting in the restaurant where they have to take off the mask when they're eating, but as soon as they're done eating, they got to put it back on. There's fights of those videos going on, too.
It is hysterical. I mean, I've seen all these parody videos about how ridiculous the regulations are on what you have to do with a mask. So it's like, okay, so while I'm sitting and eating, coronavirus can't get me, but when I'm walking to the bathroom, it can.
This woman's yelling at this guy. He's in the middle of eating. She's yelling at him for him not wearing the mask while he's eating, as her husband's in the background yelling without a mask on. So it's just complete calamity.
It's made the entire world absolutely crazy. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. And they just announced yesterday that Miami-Dade restaurants are going to be staying closed for dine-in service until the positivity rate is down at 5%. And yesterday, it was around 20%. So that might be a while. And Broward County is considering its own new restrictions and could make an announcement on that today. So South Florida might start rolling back a little bit.
Damn, they're taking a Walmart's act. Rolling back prices.
Yes.
Rolling back lives is.
Yes. All right, we are going to do a sudden death here today. The person who draws the lowest playing card is going to get a spray tan today.
And I don't mean this in a mean way, but right now, the palest person on the show is Virginia, I think. I think you are. I think it's between you and Suits.
Okay, well, everybody's going to draw. I'll even have Suits draw here today.
Yeah, let the kid. The kid involved.
The more people, the greater your individual odds of not getting it are.
I mean, obviously, it would be the best if the witch got it.
Yeah. So it'll take a little bit of time to set in. So this time tomorrow and on our social media today, you'll be able to see as the tan lines start to set in. Virginia's brought in the spray-on tan.
Oh, please.
How long does the spray-on tan last?
This one is going to be probably about 4 days.
Okay.
Because, see, if you know how to do it right, which after years of doing it, I know how to do it right. You clean and exfoliate the skin real good. You get it super dry. Then you put the spray tan on. Then you put another layer of spray tan. Then you put another layer of spray tan.
Okay.
And you let it dry in between each time.
We'll do it right.
Yeah, we're going to do it right.
Yeah.
You don't feel bad about your card. I can tell. I can just tell by the way your body.
Yeah, she's confident.
Oh, it's so
she's not
annoying.
clanked.
Oh, I hate it.
I feel good.
Yeah. It's not going to get Virginia.
See, I am rubber, you are glue. Whatever you throw out there bounces off me and sticks to you.
I always thought that was long. That was too. You got to condense that. It's too long of an insult.
Suits looks confident in there too. What do you have, Suits? Is that a face card?
Suits.
He's got a jack.
Oh,
Jack.
He's got a queen.
He's
got a queen?
When he drew it, yeah.
man.
Okay, he's far away from me.
Queen.
All right, Virginia, what did you get over there?
I feel real good.
Okay.
I got a king.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So she's pretty safe.
Very safe.
All righty. Let's see what everybody's got here. All right. I got a 5.
Oh,
thank gosh.
It'd be good if Riggy got it too. It'd be nice.
Okay. It is me right now.
But
Denny's,
odds are in the favor of Bird getting it.
Denny's, what did you get over there?
I haven't looked
for sudden
yet.
death. Okay.
A 7.
Okay.
You're
It's
safe.
me unless Bird gets less than a 5.
It's between me and you, Riggs.
He always gets a 2.
No, I don't know.
Or
Let's
3.
see.
Or a 3.
What did you have, Kevin?
I got a 5. What do you got?
You're going to get a 4.
No, he won't.
I have an 8.
Okay.
Wow.
It is me.
Backfire.
Okay. All right, there you go. All right, so I will, when we have a chance, it'll be tomorrow, you'll get the photos. So I got obviously talking to a show and all that, but yeah, we'll make sure that we get nice little mask tan to see if I laid out at Disney what it would look like.
You're going to look good.
Yeah,
you look good.
I hate that I have a beard because I think that might detract from it a little bit.
Join the clean shaving club. Come on over. We'd love to have you.
Nah, I'm not going to shave. Nah.
We can still do work around your beard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It'll still work.
Yes.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think it'll still cover
It'll
up.
make your eyes really pop in the beady sense.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, starting tomorrow, then you can check that out. So we'll see. Talking about wearing the mask, I thought this was kind of telling, too, because they talk about how they think a lot of the new cases are being caused by the youth and the fact that they are just so cavalier about going out and they've kind of given it up. This survey done by True Public, it was about 8,500 Americans between the ages of 16 and 35 that they polled on this. So it's pretty much the Gen Z and millennials. And yeah, they definitely are a lot less concerned about coronavirus today than where they were. They say just 11% are now, quote, very concerned. In April, that number was 43.
Okay.
So was 43. Now it's 11 that are very concerned. Not concerned at all. That number has doubled in the past 2 weeks to nearly 40%. So 4 out of 10 are not even concerned in the least about coronavirus.
And you see it on the videos. You see it on the news of the parties.
Oh, that couple dry humping, making out in that pool.
Mm-hmm. 63% have gone back to a restaurant and up to 8% in the last 2 weeks. So they are going back out again, a majority of them. The only good news from this whole survey is 56% are saying that they always wear a mask when outside. And that was only 17% a month ago. So they're definitely back out, but they say they're wearing a mask more often.
I think I'm the only person on the show here that's gone to a restaurant. I've been to one restaurant where I sat down.
I've been to 2.
You've been to 2?
Yep.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Was that over the weekend or during the break?
No. It was for my Cannon's birthday and my
Hooters.
Hooters.
That's right.
That's right.
Did they do it where all the tables were spaced out or not really?
Yeah, they kind of spaced it out, and it was an outdoor patio. Both times I ate out, it was outdoors. I have not eaten inside.
And everyone had masks on? That was working?
It was working.
Yeah, see, the place I went to, and that was probably about 2 days before this last mask mandate came down, nobody was wearing one on the staff.
Oh, yeah? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll get some fines now.
Now they would.
In fact, what I love in Broward County, they've launched an online dashboard to show where COVID violations have occurred. It's got restaurants, hair salons, and gyms.
Oh, they're flagging people and then putting it on a map.
Well, and it's kind of good in a sense because Jaybird was asking about those supercuts or whatever. You would be able to go on and see your supercuts and see if they've got any violations and what's going on there with the temperature on wearing masks.
Because you want to go to a place that's playing it safe.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to know who's not.
Mm-hmm. Makes some sense.
Yeah, I gotta look up supercuts, I guess.
There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, I found another reason why I don't go running outside. There was a jogger who was doing this near Tampa. who's just jogging along right underneath the bridge when she looks over and sees a human head lying on the side of the road.
Oh,
not good.
my gosh. One of my biggest fears, by the way, is to find a severed head.
Wow. Apparently it was in a grassy area right under an overpass. I don't know if somebody's chucked it out a window or what. This is where they're trying to figure out exactly what is happening here because they say they don't really have an age, gender, or ethnicity determined yet because apparently the head is in bad shape. Yeah, so they said it was placed there likely sometime between Sunday and when she just discovered it because the same woman was on a run in the same area and saw nothing odd.
How long does it take a Virginia Sinicki to recover? You're just walking into Cuesta on your golf course and you find a severed head.
I'm going to take a few days off. I need a mental health day.
I think that stays with you for a while.
Oh my gosh. Every time you close your eyes to go to sleep, you see the severed head.
Kevin comes in the next day and probably does an extra podcast about it.
Kevin shakes it.
Yeah.
Kevin shakes it off like it's nothing.
That's a head.
Yeah. Business as usual the next day.
Show must go on. That's what they say.
It is.
I got to get ahead in this world.
Yeah. See? Turn it into comedy.
I was waiting to see how long that took.
Well, this seems kind of like an obvious story that was on the news.
I'm Katie Catro here in Bowers Beach, Delaware. When we first got here right by Murder Kill River, we saw 2 bodies recovered right on that beach here.
What? That's not the real name, is it? Is it really called Murder Kill River?
It's Murder Kill River, and the story's about fishing 2 bodies out of it.
Well, of course you dump bodies in the Murder Kill River.
Who named it Murder Kill River? Oh, my God.
But I just love how nonchalantly she's reporting on this.
Oh, my gosh.
It's just so obvious.
I'm Katie Catro here in Bowers Beach, Delaware. When we first got here right by Murder Kill River, we saw 2 bodies recovered right on that beach here.
I don't ever want to go to Murder Kill River.
Murder Kill River?
Is that next to Torture Lake?
It's always a one-way trip.
Oh, my gosh.
Who is jumping into Murder Kill River? If they were alive?
Where is that?
Delaware.
Is she saying it wrong?
I'm checking right now.
Murder Kill River. Apparently, there are a lot of bodies being fished from it.
It is real.
Murder Kill River.
Murder Kill River, river flowing to Delaware Bay.
Yeah.
Huh. Well,
any story about the origin of name Murder Kill River?
Yeah, there is actually.
Is that where they dump bodies in Delaware? Or does it just kill a lot of people when they jump in? Because if your body's dumped there, that's not on you. If you're jumping into Murder Kill River and then you wind up dead, that is kind of on you.
Remembering how they had been, it's long. It's very long.
We'll come back to it later.
I might still be reading.
There's a guy in Chicago that has been sentenced to 15 years in prison for firing a gun into the grave of a man who'd been murdered while yelling, quote, "You got what you deserved." And he was doing it at the guy's funeral.
Oh, boy.
That's an emotional scene, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, dude, he's already dead. Wow. Okay. No idea what the guy died of or what he got and what he deserved. Police in the Netherlands have found a soundproof torture chamber with a dentist chair, tools like pliers and scalpels, and handcuffs in a shipping container inside a warehouse.
Man, your whacked out news is very murderous, very torturous.
Murder kill, yeah, severed heads. There's a lot of messed up stuff going on today.
They do that on Queen of the South, that cartel not docu-series, but like drama that I got into.
Yeah.
They have dental torture.
Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, Mr. Root Canal over here just grabbed his mouth.
If you were getting tortured like that and you knew it was over for you and they're just gonna torture you, do you at least try to defend yourself and start saying stuff and popping off, or do you just take it and cry?
Why? You're gonna anger them so that they'll...
But they're gonna do it anyway. You're gonna get tortured. Don't you want to go out with a little bit of fight?
No, I think I want them to take me out as nice as possible. I want them to like me. Be like, we hate to do this to you, but...
I don't know, man. I don't think they feel anything. I think maybe you get in their head by weirding them out.
No, I think you just make them more upset. So they're like, yeah, let's do... Because they know how to do it. that can prolong your death and make it as terrible as possible. And if you keep egging them on, that's the option they're going to give you.
So you take it like a bee?
Yeah.
All right.
Much like in life.
Who's going to tell?
You're right. You're right. I just thought maybe one more win before
I'm
you
not
go.
going to prolong this.
You'd be crying
It's
like
not
a
a
little
win.
girl.
That's why I asked the question. I want to see where y'all sit. I would hope I wouldn't cry. I'm sure there'd be some crying, but at the end, I'd want to say, "Oh, screw you! Yeah, bring it on! Take my teeth!"
Yeah, they're gonna show them. They arrested 6 men. So.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy.
Heavy.
This also is a little bit heavy too. Auto worker in Michigan stabbed a coworker for cutting in front of him in a lunch line. People just are wound too tight today. Come on, people, take a breath.
It's about your food too. People get really touchy about their food.
But it's Corona. It's got us all wound too tight. And then you snap and flip out. Like, there's no way he would have done that 6 months ago in the lunch line.
That is not true, Virginia. I can send you many videos of people losing their minds in lines for food. I'm just saying, it's not all Corona. It's not all Corona, bruh.
I think it is.
Here's a guy that skipped the line and went right to making the sandwiches himself. A drunk dude in Ohio forced his way behind a Subway counter on Saturday and said, "I want to be the sandwich artist." When the cops came, they found the guy had not only made his sandwich and taken off, but he pocketed a block of Subway's cheese.
I get it. When you're watching them make your sandwich, of course, pre-corona, I always wanted to jump back there and do it better because they're not doing it with love and they're not putting as much meat and cheese as I would put on it.
One of my dreams is to go to any fast food place or a sub place, any of the chain places, and just have my way with it. There's no one stopping me. I can do what I want. I can invent my own sandwiches.
Have your way with it?
You know, like
sexy.
Burger King. I want them my way.
I bet you do.
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna hump the sandwiches, Kevin.
You are? Okay.
Well, that's what Virginia.
Whatever you want to do with your food.
That's what Virginia's alluding to.
Please make sure the surveillance camera is functional.
Did you hear the story about this guy who was driving in Australia who found one of the world's most deadliest snakes by his feet? And it started like coiling around his leg, and he had to fight it off with a knife while he was driving over 60 miles an hour.
He got pulled over too.
Gosh.
Dang, that's crazy. Yeah, he's. Is this the conversation with the cop?
Brown snake at the top of the snake. I think it's bitten me. It was in the car with me. Like you can feel my heart, mate.
You found a snake in your car?
There was a brown. It's in the back of the tray, mate. And it just came around like up and around, and then came like in between my legs. And the more I moved my legs, the more, because it's pretty big, it started to wrap around me, and then its head just started striking at the chair. Yeah, it was pretty bloody terrifying. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, no, I would be too.
He's very calm if he got bit by one of the.
He didn't get bit.
Oh, he did?
He went to the hospital and they found out that he did not get bit.
Oh my God.
He didn't know. He was all shook up.
All shook up. I would be too.
Yeah.
While you're driving?
Well, it was one of those.
Mom, there's no way I don't crash and take out 10 cars with me.
Well, it's striking you, and it's one of the most poisonous snakes ever.
Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. And fun little story here out of Florida. There is a woman from Dunedin who was pontooning on old Tampa Bay when she gave birth on the 4th of July.
She gave birth on a pontoon
On a
boat?
pontoon.
That is so Tampa.
That is so Tampa. 4th of July, USA, baby.
Marco.
All right, yeah.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
Oh, you're paying attention to this news clip that came out of Delaware that got our attention.
I'm Katie Catro here in Bowers Beach, Delaware. When we first got here, right by Murder Kill River, we saw 2 bodies recovered right on that beach here.
Wow, Murder Kill River. And ironically, they are pulling bodies out of it. I'm like, okay, that might be a river that you might want to avoid.
Why does it have that name?
Did you read up on it, Kev?
I was checking out some of them, but apparently it's not, in that area, it's not just Murder Kill River. There's also Whore Kill River, and there's Slaughter Beach.
Whore Kill and Slaughter Beach? Are they messing with us?
No, these are real names. These are absolutely real names. Does it have something to do with some kind of massacre back in the day?
Yeah, I think so. The one I got a little bit more about Horror Kill and Slaughter Beach. I was just trying to quickly look over the origins of the murder kill.
Yeah, because you're right. The Horror Kill is a weird one.
Yes. Now I can explain that one a little bit better. The river there was named of a Dutch word that also basically translates to Harlot's River. They say it apparently has to do with something of a trading thing that was going on between the Dutch and the Indians in that area, where as a gesture of friendship, they would offer up their women to the Dutch. And so the Dutch are like going, hey, we kind of love these Indians. That's very nice of you. So that's how they got that name. And then apparently the Dutch, they skedaddled back to Holland. And when they did, with leaving behind a few settlers, something had gone a little bit awry. And there was a massacre that happened, and that might be the murder kill that is going on there. So when they came back, that had all gone down.
Oh, it's heavy stuff. All of it.
Yes.
I mean, can you imagine Murder Kill River has got some heavy stuff behind it?
Yeah, so I think that's the origins of the horror kill. And kill also is a Dutch word for river or creek, it says. So
okay, well.
But I think that it legitimately did have to do with murder that had happened.
Murder?
And then Slaughter Beach, which isn't far away.
By the way, that sounds like a 1984 horror movie.
Slaughter Beach, it does. Yeah. They say that has to do with the springtime appearance of hordes of horseshoe crabs that emerge from the waters of the Delaware Bay to lay their eggs on the beach. Then the changing tides leave many crabs stranded so that they fall victim to the beating sun or the marauding foxes and raccoons, hence the name Slaughter Beach.
I feel like they could have thought that name differently. They could have probably kept going with a different name, probably.
Well, if you want to travel in tourism.
I mean, with everything I'm worried about with the corona, I'm definitely not going to Horror Kill or Murder Kill or Slaughter Beach.
You could have done Crab Spirit Beach. That sounds more peaceful.
It's a little dark.
Now it is looking, it's just, I was like, wow, is that really a thing or is that a nickname? But no, it looks like it's kind of the real deal.
But how fun would that be though, guys? Guess we're going Slaughter Beach. It sounds like a fun trip.
Yeah, except for the person getting slaughtered.
Sounds like the beginning of a scary movie.
It does.
Just still amazing to me that they're pulling bodies out of Murder Kill River. Fascinating stuff going on in Delaware.
I'm learning again, Coach.
Mm-hmm. Jay-Bird is upsetting his neighbors so much that they're threatening to call the cops on him.
It's not my neighbors.
It's not?
No.
They're trying to call the cops on you.
Okay, so I'm looking for a house right now.
Okay.
And to speed up the process, I'm going to certain neighborhoods that I'm interested in, and I'm just driving around to see if they've got for sale signs, and I'm looking also on the internet. So I'm doing my own stuff, renegade, but I'm also going through a real estate person that Virginia set me up with, who's been great. But I was in my neighborhood of Palm Beach Gardens, and I saw a house for sale. So I park the car, and I go, and I'm just checking it out. Rogue style. No one lives there, and it's empty.
Nobody lives there?
No, it's empty. There's a for sale. You could tell no one's there. So I walked up there, and I was trying to look. So I just peeked around, and I went in the backyard to kind of see where the backyard was. And all of a sudden, I hear this woman's voice that was right next door. Are you with Steve? Is Steve with you? She clearly saw that I wasn't with Steve, showing me the place. I go, no, I'm just here. And I tried to explain myself, and she cut me off immediately. Go, if you're not with Steve, you can't be back here. Steve's got to be with you. And if you're not with Steve and you're back here, I'm calling the cops. I'm like, okay, I'm out.
Wow.
Kind of a blessing. I don't think I want to live next to her.
No.
Kind of scared me. Like, don't call the cops. I'm just looking.
Well, with all the videos today, people losing their minds. If I saw somebody like that, yeah. I don't know that I want to be close to that person as a neighbor too.
I was just looking out there to see if I liked the backyard because I knew nobody was there.
Yeah.
But if you follow the rules, you're not supposed to even go on the property without a real estate agent with you.
Technically, she was right. I should have had Steve with me.
Yeah.
Steve or any real estate licensed person.
Well, maybe Steve owns the place. I don't even know who Steve was, but technically I was trespassing.
She's wound a little tight, and so is Steve.
Yeah.
And I'm wound a little loose.
You're wound loose. She's tight. Those two shouldn't meet.
Yeah, I got to be careful. You can't just start going on property like that.
You really shouldn't. Not in these times. You hear the videos. You see the social media. People are going nuts.
I just wanted to look back there to see if it was even worth it.
I get it. Yeah, I don't
better
blame
get
you.
Steve.
Yeah.
I gotta get Steve.
Well, when you told me you almost had the cops called on you, my mind started racing. I'm like, okay, what are the most likely reasons Jaybird had the cops called on him?
Filming people not picking up their dog poo, and they started a fist fight
That could
with
have been
him.
in there, yeah.
I aborted that mission.
You did.
Yeah, just with all of the weirdness with the filming and everyone's getting all
People,
crazy.
it makes people nuts when they put a camera on them. Yeah.
I was doing that more to be
Even
funny.
if we put a black box on their eyes.
Yeah.
These are touchy times.
They are very touchy times.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they are touchy times. That's why you need something to de-stress you.
What else? What did you think it was?
I thought it could have been that, or I thought there might have been a skunky smell coming.
No.
Or there might have been a mishap with a delivery issue. I could see somebody in your neighborhood getting your pizza and you flipping out.
Me flipping out? What? I fight the person? You know, I'm not like that.
No, if one of your neighbors got your pizza, you would go over there and ask why they're eating your pizza.
I never thought that.
Yeah, it's a weird one. I thought you knew me, bro.
Earlier in the Dirt, Virginia was talking about Martha Stewart now developing products with this cannabis company. The favorite name so far, Martha-wana. Martha-wana.
I like that one out of the three.
Yeah, that just seems to work out well. So, with that in the news coming up, we got another round, a challenge for Denny's, the weed strain game, real or fake, next.
Do you need more KVJ Show? Find everything KVJ at kvjshow.com.
Martha Stewart is about to get her own brand of weed. She's going to be jumping in with a company that also has Snoop Dogg. I'm sure that's probably what the N was.
Yeah, that's her buddy.
Yeah, he's got his own, I guess, strand with this. Canopy Growth is the name of the company. His is called Leafs, his cannabis line. Drake has got a line called More Life Growth Co. And Seth Rogen has one that is called Houseplant. So they have yet to announce what they're going to be calling Martha Stewart's. But some people are really jonesing for Martha-wana. They think that is the best.
I love it.
Yeah, it's fun. You can have some fun with the names. Yeah, ever thought about if you got your own strand, what it would be, or your own grouping? It might be something to think about. Maybe one of these days we could aim big.
Denny's local strand would be legendary.
I think so.
Let's get cracking, right?
Yeah.
Denny's dank weed.
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
Okay.
Two-tone dank.
Oh, two-tone.
You know, we should sit later on and come up with a bunch of names. It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, you should.
It'd be a lot of fun.
Play on the Denny's thing, Moon's Over My Hashy.
Oh,
I like it.
I don't know if it's good. It's just warming up.
We have to support you. You're the boss.
Thank you.
I liked it.
I liked it too, honestly.
I did.
Okay.
We're easily impressed.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Bird's trying to fool you here. Weed strain or not? Is this legit or did he make this up? Hash Gordon.
Oh, it has to be made up. It's because of the reference.
Hash.
Oh.
Gets
right,
high
Dennis.
with every one of us.
That's an underrated, terrible movie. It's a terrible movie, which makes it awesome.
That's a good one to watch because it's so crazy.
That song is kind of awesome, though.
Queen.
Have you ever seen Flash Gordon? No.
Yeah,
you have?
I have.
Did
Back
you
in the day.
Hate it?
I can't remember.
It's not a great movie from what I remember. I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid.
Yeah,
But
it's like a low budget sci-fi.
The song's legit.
The song's awesome.
Most of it's done by Queen.
It is.
The whole soundtrack.
Okay.
Yeah, there was, because I think a lot of these guys are like really bored who are musicians, and I saw there was a bunch of like headbangers that they just redid it. Oddly enough, that just came out today.
The Flash Gordon soundtrack.
Yeah, they redid the Flash Gordon theme, and it sounded good. But they like, he said every one of us. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll find it here in a second for you. All right, Kosher Kush, real or fake? What do you think, Denny's?
Kosher Kush, that should be a real one.
That is a real one, yes.
You had that before?
I haven't. A lot of the ones so the local strains are the ones I've been really dealing with.
Local strains, so the ones that are made in South Florida?
Yeah, so what a lot of the places do, the dispensaries, they'll order the seeds from different places, and then to make their own kind of like house, they'll mix 2 different seeds together, germinate
A house
them.
blend.
Yeah, so you'll see some of that going around.
But if somebody's really trying to, sell you the business, they always go, bro, got the best Cali weed, bro. Got it from California. It's the best.
What's cool now is you got the apps, and it just you can just look it up, and it'll tell you the exact percentage of everything, THC, CBD.
Is it like Wine Spectator? Is it rated?
There are when I was living in Colorado, they were hiring a couple local, because I think they saw that marijuana was going to be a big, kind of cash crop.
It's going to catch on.
Yes, exactly. So they knew it was kind of happening. So they were doing a statewide hiring for people to review, like snooty people to review marijuana.
Wow.
And there was a whole list of credentials required to even be a reviewer. You had to know all these things. There was a whole seminar or a whole questionnaire you had to fill out before you could even be talked to about it.
I put you up against any of those clowns.
It was pretty cool. I was debating about doing it.
Okay, weed strain or not? Spliffany Haddish.
That's an awesome name, but I don't think that's real.
Okay, you're right. You can't fool this guy.
That should be.
There's a couple that you've come up with that should be.
Thanks, man.
Oh.
What about Ocean Blunt Property? Ocean Blunt Property.
No, that's not
Could
real.
be a country music strain. You're right.
Listen to a lot of country during that time period.
Grapefruit. Is that a weed strain or not?
That is a real one.
Okay.
Grapefruit, yeah, definitely.
That's a popular one, right?
Yeah, I think that's one that I might have.
Does it taste like grapefruit?
So some of them do, like a lemon haze OG has a slight taste, but a lot of them are, I think they're germinated with some of these plants to make the stems stronger, So if they germinate with another plant, I think some of those are for the properties of that plant to have, thicker stalks. That's why they germinate them like that, so that they can withstand the winds better.
Germinate.
Okay. Something like that.
And what about this? Is this a weed strain or not? Darth Vapor.
No, there's no way. I mean, I'd be shocked.
You are correct.
They're all too clever.
Yeah, I hear you.
A lot of the names are kind of mundane. It'll be like, Brick Road. Or,
that's the problem
OG
with that
Fire.
game. When I go to find the real ones, it's all like Orange Kush
Yes.
or Green Apple Kush.
Kind of feel like Bird needs to get into the weed naming game. I think he's got a gift there.
I think you do.
Some Hash Gordon.
I'm looking for a partner.
Sounds awesome. They crushed
They
it.
did a really good job. Yeah.
They nailed it.
Those headbangers, they don't mess around. So, yeah, it's pretty solid stuff. All right, coming up here in just a couple minutes on the KVJ show, have you ever rage quit anything where you get so upset you're just like, forget it, I'm out of here?
Oh, yes.
Now, typically people will rage quit a lot of times when it comes to video games, and I believe today is National Video Game Day.
Oh, it is. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm actually going to get one today for Rocco for his birthday.
Very cool.
Rocco's going to be a gamer like you.
You're in the gaming community now.
I am. I can't make fun of it anymore. It's in my house.
Okay.
This
yeah.
is weird.
So maybe other than video games, was there something silly that you rage quit?
It just happened to me.
Yeah, I just had one a couple weeks ago as well. And it's pretty embarrassing.
So is mine.
What is the embarrassing thing you rage quit? You can call, text 877-979-WRMF.
You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
It's just kind of a weird time. I think everybody's just around really tight, and a lot of people are just right on deck for a good snapping. I mean, every single day we just talk about these people. You see them out in public that are just right on the edge of losing their marbles. Kind of like this guy that was in Fort Myers at the Costco there. He wasn't wearing a mask and somebody calls him out. I mean, listen to the rage in this cat.
Threaten me again! Back the up, put your phone down!
Dude, chill. Wow. Just everybody's got just rage on deck, don't they?
Just be careful. When you rage like that, know that 5 people around you have pulled out their phones. They're videoing you, and they're going to upload that. And then people are going to figure out who you are. And if you don't own the company, chances are the company's going to fire you.
Yeah, they did. He lost his job. That's the way it goes.
So I know rage quit happens a lot in video games,
yeah.
Which has happened to me when Denny's beats my ass in video games, but it does happen in real life too, without a doubt.
Yeah, I really try to stay in control of my emotions at all times, but I do know it's a flaw. Like I have a little bit of a temper, and I'm very competitive. And that's typically when something happens to me, and I'll be maybe tired.
Yes, the perfect storm.
Or hungry.
And I look back and I'm like, that was the dumbest thing. In fact, my wife even saw me yesterday. I rage quit my language app.
Aww.
I'm on my language app and I keep getting them wrong, and I'm like, and I just lost it, and I just quit. I started like yelling at it. She's like, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, "I don't know."
I bought a table that I didn't realize I had to put together.
Oh,
and
boy.
So I open it up and I go, oh my, I have to put every piece together. And I really needed this table. So I start putting the table together, and oh my gosh, 30 minutes in, it was so awful. I rage quit.
I would watch that video.
I would.
Of you trying to put together a table.
It would have been terrible because it would have showed me in the worst light.
That's why I like it.
Because I rage quit so bad. I was yelling at the table.
You know, IKEA stuff comes like that. All of it comes in a box, and you have to put it together like 87 pieces. I'm like, hell no.
I did not realize. I thought it was like a quick, put a piece here, put a piece here. No. There was screws and bolts involved.
Oh.
I was so mad.
Were there washers?
Yes.
When you have to have a washer, I'm out.
There were those circular washers involved.
You can shove that washer where the sun don't shine.
If you could put together a montage of all my rage quits, it would be so embarrassing and so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yesterday, it was my Duolingo app. About a week or so ago, I rage quit Uno.
I rage quit because I couldn't figure out how to turn off my ceiling fan. I just rage quit everything. I just sat down. No!
It looks so silly. But yeah, I do it.
You don't rage quit, Virginia? I'm sure you do.
Do I?
Where you just get so mad and you just...
Rocco rage quit last night. He got so mad. Well, I ended our evening walk because mosquitoes were biting me. And he got so mad. He took his little play car, flipped it over, kicked it, and cursed. I'm like, oh, great.
I think it's a boy thing a lot, too. I know, like, my son just, we were playing basketball on Saturday over the 4th, and I was kind of whooping that ass,
Good.
Yeah. Because I realized I got maybe 2 years left, and then I'm never going to beat him again on one-on-one.
Make him earn it.
I was destroying him.
Hurt him.
And it just got to the point where there's just a silly move. He picked up his ball and he went home. He rage quit the basketball game.
And it felt good.
It felt
you.
great.
It's nice to win one.
Yeah, I tried to, put a fatherly little thing, be like, hey, be a better sport, this and that. But at the same time, I was like going, yeah.
You went to bed in the win column.
Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy? That was it. I should have had that shirt on. Who's your daddy?
Who pays the bills?
Still am, bitch. Yeah. Take that. I don't care if you're 12. I don't care if you're 12.
I need a victory around here. It's tough times, kid.
Yeah. Got the After the Show podcast. Going to be coming up here live on Facebook in just about 10 to 15 minutes. You can catch it there. It's also on demand anytime you want on YouTube and also on the KVJ Show podcast. We've got the regular show with no music and commercials, plus the last 30 minutes is the After the Show podcast you can listen to on any good podcast app, including the free 97.9 WRMF app. Download that today.
Free?
Free, Virginia.
Oh, we love free.
Who doesn't? Jay Bird, a little positivity to wrap this up.
Just something to kind of piggyback on the topic we were just discussing.
Disgusting?
Disgusting.
Rage.
Yes.
Rage is sadness on fire. Think about it.
True.
Your decision-making skills are on point. You're listening to the KVJ Show.